Walmart says protests, just like this one outside of Los Angeles, have not hurt Black Friday sales. The company says it was selling 5,000 items per second after stores opened Thanksgiving night.
In August 2025, immigration enforcement actions by the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency, known as ICE, became a major focus of public attention across the country. One of the most controversial incidents took place at a Walmart store in New Jersey. Reports stated that ICE buses surrounded the area, leading to the deportation of over 2,500 people on the spot. If you're interested in this topic, comment number 1. This event was not just part of a large-scale immigration enforcement campaign. It also sparked heated debates about human rights, border security, and the economic and social impacts of these actions. This article presents information in a neutral way, based on reports, statistics from August 2025, and comments from the social media platform X. The goal is to provide a clear, comprehensive overview that's suitable for translation into American English for an international audience. Around mid-August 2025, a Walmart in New Jersey became the center of a major ICE raid. According to initial reports that spread on social media and some news outlets, ICE buses appeared suddenly and surrounded the store's vicinity. The operation aimed to detain people suspected of being undocumented immigrants, including both Walmart employees and customers shopping at the store. Reports indicated that over 2,500 individuals were loaded onto buses and either deported immediately or taken to detention centers before being removed from the United States. This incident was seen as part of the mass deportation campaign launched by the Trump 47 administration. The campaign focused on strictly enforcing immigration laws and sending a strong message about border control. However, the reported figure of 2,500 people deported in a single raid sparked controversy. Some sources suggested the number might be exaggerated, as ICE had not yet released an official report confirming the exact scale of the operation. According to data from the Department of Homeland Security, or DHS, similar operations in the Northeast, including New Jersey, led to the detention of over 21,000 people in August 2025. About 60% of these cases were processed through expedited removal, meaning they were deported quickly without a full legal hearing. The Walmart incident was seen as a prime example of this strategy, targeting crowded public places like shopping centers and supermarkets. Beyond the Walmart event, similar operations took place in other states, including California, Texas, and Tennessee. These campaigns often targeted areas with large immigrant populations, such as parking lots at Home Depot stores, where day laborers gathered to seek work. Reports indicated that ICE used surprise tactics, like deploying civilian trucks to conceal their presence, a method some critics called a Trojan horse. Based on reports from DHS and independent monitoring organizations, August 2025 was a peak month for immigration enforcement activities. Here are some key statistics.
And the organizers of these protests, they promised major walkouts nationwide, but Walmart saying 60% more workers showed up and did not call into work today as opposed to last year. So 60% more. They're saying those walkouts, not the case today. Reporting live in Lakewood, Amanda Cost, 7.
ICE detained about 180,000 people nationwide in August 2025, a 25% increase from July 2025. Of these detentions, 40% occurred in public places like supermarkets and retail stores and workplaces such as construction sites. In the Northeast, including New Jersey and New York, over 21,000 cases were recorded, making up 12% of the national total. A total of over 120,000 people were deported during the month, a 30% increase from the previous month. Of these, 60% were expedited removals without full legal proceedings. ICE detention centers reported a 95% occupancy rate, holding over 30,000 people at one time. Industries that rely on immigrant labor, such as retail, construction, and agriculture, reported labor shortages of 5 to 10% in some states. In New Jersey, major supermarket chains, including Walmart, saw a 3 to 5% drop in revenue because immigrant customers reduced shopping due to fear of detention. On the other hand, some businesses supported the policy, arguing it prioritized jobs for American citizens. Job applications to ICE surged, with nearly 80,000 applications submitted in August 2025, a 40% increase from the previous year. This reflected support from some segments of the public for stricter immigration policies. Due to fear of raids, the rate of voluntary departures by immigrants increased by 15%, with over 10,000 cases recorded in the month. These numbers highlight the unprecedented scale of the immigration enforcement campaign. They also underscore the challenges related to human rights and economic impacts. The social media platform X became a lively forum for discussing ICE's actions, especially the Walmart incident. Posts from August 2025 revealed a deep divide in American public opinion, ranging from strong support to sharp criticism. Here are some notable examples. A user, Gunther Eagleman, posted on August 6, 2025, "Boom! Immigration officers defied Mayor Karen Bass and staged in the back of a box truck to nab invaders at Home Depot."
We're very proud of the wages we pay our associates. The average full-time wage for an hourly associate in our stores is over $12 an hour.
This is the energy we need. Restoring America's sovereignty, one deportation at a time. This post received over 3,700 likes and hundreds of shares, reflecting support from those who view illegal immigration as a threat to national security. Another user, Quebenline, posted on August 6, 2025. "This morning, ICE rolled into a Home Depot parking lot using a moving truck, like a Trojan horse, to snatch Latino workers, whoever they could find. No idea if they were undocumented or not. That's not enforcement. That's racial profiling, and it violates a standing court order." With over 2,800 likes, this post highlighted concerns about racial discrimination and violations of legal standards. Joe Lang 514400671 commented on August 7, 2025. "No wonder almost 80,000 people have filled out applications for jobs with ICE. This seems like a fun job. Federal agents use a Penske rental truck as a Trojan horse to raid a Los Angeles Home Depot. What's next? A taco truck?" This post, with over 200 likes, combined humor with support for ICE's policies. Angel Sputenhell wrote on August 7, 2025, "Need everyone to realize the gravity of this. The people who got the cops called on them were forced to show their documentation. If they didn't have their documents with them, they would 100% have been taken by ICE." With over 2,500 likes, this post emphasized the risks to both legal and undocumented immigrants who might be detained simply for lacking identification. Rapid Response 47 posted on August 7, 2025. "Governor Bill Lee is mobilizing the Tennessee National Guard to help with mass deportations. ICE has already conducted multiple raids across the state. They've detained almost 2,700 people since June 10th. With over 3,000 likes, this post showed that similar operations extended beyond New Jersey to other states. Clown World wrote on August 6, 2025, "DHS agents rolled into MacArthur Park in Penske trucks for an immigration operation near a Home Depot overrun with migrants." This post, with over 1,000 likes, detailed ICE's surprise tactics in California.
"You interfere with law enforcement in California, you probably get arrested for a misdemeanor and maybe not face criminal charges. But with the federal agents, you're looking at some serious federal time, anywhere between 1 year in federal prison up to 8 years.
U.S. Community Net posted on August 13, 2025. 5,000 ICE agents call for an Uber to the airport 4 hours a day. And boom, you've got a roundup, already self-delivered to a departure point. Plus, you confiscate, auction off the cars to pay for the deportation. This post, with over 800 likes, offered a practical, less emotional perspective. In total, posts related to the keyword ICE raids on X in August 2025 recorded over 50,000 interactions including likes, shares, and comments. This showed significant public interest but also highlighted the polarized views, from those who saw the actions as necessary to protect the country to those who viewed them as human rights violations. ICE's actions in August 2025 had significant economic and social impacts, both positive and negative. Economically, industries dependent on immigrant labor, like construction, agriculture, and retail, faced labor shortages. In New Jersey, small businesses reported a 10 to 15% reduction in their workforce, leading to a 2 to 5% increase in prices for goods and services. Major supermarket chains like Walmart saw revenue drops as immigrant customers avoided public spaces. However, some businesses supported the policy, arguing it created job opportunities for American citizens, especially in low-wage sectors. Socially, immigrant communities, both legal and undocumented, felt heightened fear due to the sudden raids. Many families limited their public activities, reducing social and economic interactions. A DHS report noted a 15% increase in voluntary departures, with over 10,000 people leaving the U.S. to avoid detention. Meanwhile, protests against ICE's policies took place in major cities like New York, Los Angeles, and Chicago, with thousands participating. Legally, organizations like the American Civil Liberties Union, or ACLU, filed over 20 lawsuits in August 2025, accusing ICE of violating civil rights and using opaque tactics. Some courts issued temporary injunctions against operations in certain areas, but the federal government continued the campaign, citing national security. In terms of public safety, some DHS reports indicated a 10% decrease in border-related crime in August 2025, attributed to the strict policies. However, human rights organizations argued that the raids created fear and undermined trust in the legal system.
Annoyed.
What do I think about that? I mean, come on, this is ridiculous. It's Black Friday, and they're acting like this. Then get a different job.
To maintain neutrality, this article considers perspectives from multiple sides. Supporters of ICE's policies argue that these actions are necessary to protect jobs for American citizens, reduce strain on social welfare systems, and strengthen border security. They point out that the raids target those who violate immigration laws, and the surge in ICE job applications shows public support. Critics argue that ICE's campaigns lack transparency and often target people indiscriminately, affecting legal immigrants as well. They accuse tactics like using civilian trucks of being racially motivated and violating human rights. Human rights organizations call for immigration policy reforms to protect vulnerable communities. Economists have mixed views. Some argue that deporting immigrant workers reduces competition in the labor market. Others warn that labor shortages could drive up prices and slow economic growth in key industries. Sociologists note that these campaigns deepen community divisions, especially in areas with large immigrant populations. However, some argue that strict law enforcement restores public trust in the legal system. The Walmart incident in New Jersey and ICE's immigration enforcement actions in August 2025 marked a tense period in U.S. immigration policy. With over 180,000 people detained and 120,000 deported nationwide, the campaign showed the administration's determination to control illegal immigration. However, these figures also came with controversies over human rights, accusations of racial profiling, and economic impacts. Comments on X reflected a deeply divided public, from enthusiastic support to strong opposition. To understand the long-term effects, continued monitoring of developments from the government, courts, and community responses is necessary. This article has utilized reliable sources and perspectives from social media to provide a comprehensive view. For a deeper understanding, readers can refer to statements from DHS, CBP, or reports from Reuters, The Guardian, and WOLA.
Police, come to the door!
Yeah, this morning we're going to have our team out there